What's up guys, we're back again with another banger. Today we have a Gript Media video reaction. So this one is called Irish Anti-Disinformation Force Fails to Provide a Single Example. So yeah, this one should be interesting guys. As always, we have Ben Scallon reporting. Drop a comment down below, let me know what you guys all think. I'm here to kind of help promote, you know, the message of how bad the government is over the last few years guys. And yeah, let me know what you guys all think, man. I'm very open to different suggestions. I'm not, you know, really radical or anything like that guys. I just like discussing different topics, so let's get it, man.
Official body to counter electoral so-called disinformation failed to provide even a single example of disinformation when asked. This is Ben Scallon and you're watching Gript Media. Before we start the video, please consider signing up via the link on screen to become a Gript Premium member, which comes with all sorts of perks and helps us to pay the bills and survive day to day. And also, please leave a like and leave a comment to help us in the algorithm. And so with that said, on to the video. Ireland's Electoral Commission was established by the government in February of this year to fulfil a variety of roles, most of which are fairly boring and mundane. For example, reviewing constituency boundaries, registering political parties, and that sort of thing. However, the Commission also has another remit, namely fighting supposedly misleading information during election time.
And addressing misinformation, disinformation in the online space, as well as managing and monitoring online political advertising.
Oh wow, so they're basically monitoring online political advertising. So what does that mean guys? That means that a guy like me who has 80,000 subscribers is not allowed to kind of promote something else to you guys. Like if I was to say, let's say, vote for this party, would I get reprimanded for that? Would I get repercussions for that? I don't think so. Maybe it's saying like that they don't want like other people from different countries interfering in our elections. What does that even mean, guys? It's everything that's like new laws brought into Ireland is so vague. Every single new thing that they bring in, to monitor online activity. Like, what does that even mean? Are they watching people watching, you know, XXX videos on the internet? What are they doing? Like, are they watching people, whatever, talk nonsense on Twitter about the government, which is just like, you know, it's just like whatever. What are they doing? It's just so vague, guys.
As reported by the Irish Times last year, social media giants such as Facebook, Twitter and Instagram will be forced to take down misleading information at election time under proposed legislation. The Electoral Reform Bill 2022 envisages the Electoral Commission having the power to investigate online claims that amount to disinformation at election times. It will be able to order social media outlets to take down offending posts, correct them or label them as potential misinformation. It would also be able to order any host of any online platform to publish a statement informing all readers of manipulative or inauthentic behavior or the use of an undisclosed bot.
So I don't have any bots on my channel, nor do I have manipulative or inauthentic behavior. But who's to decide that, guys? You could just have a guy randomly saying that guy is bad. I mean, this is Stasi, you know, 1939. This is like fascism type of stuff coming out in Ireland. I don't know what is actually going on. It's just wild.
Of an undisclosed bot. What's more, the CEO of the Commission, Art O'Leary, recently said that such disinformation was being spread at a, quote, enormous scale. As reported by the journal.ie recently, the head of Ireland's Electoral Commission has warned that disinformation around elections is at an enormous scale.
What are people even talking about when they talk about disinformation? What's this in relation to, you know?
Art O'Leary, the CEO of the Electoral Commission of Ireland, said that the key to fighting the risk to elections was by his newly formed organisation engaging with state entities but also with academics and media organisations. Now, this is very interesting, however, as when asked by myself to provide examples of statements made during Irish elections and referendum campaigns that the group considers to be misinformation or disinformation, a Commission spokesman simply replied with an explanation of what the terms mean, which is of course not an answer to my question. When asked again if any specific examples of disinformation could be provided, the group simply replied, "Our work and functions since our establishment in February focus exclusively on upcoming electoral events." So in other words, they have no examples, despite their CEO saying that the scale of cases is enormous.
Again, guys, it's just ridiculousness, man. Every single time we see them say something in the government now, it's just lies and just nonsense. It's like, what the hell is even going on? Like, they said, give us one example, and they couldn't even give one example. So basically, they just made up words. People like to make up things. Oh, you did this, and it's like, that's actually not what happened. Oh, you did this. It's like, that's actually not what happened. And then they just have no evidence. So it's like, are we democratic here? Are we like doing it based off evidence and facts, or are we just saying things? Hey, that guy did that. Like, I can just say, you know, people are crazy, and it's not true, guys. There's no evidence. So it's really hilarious, guys.
There are apparently so many cases they can't name a single one. And by the way, I also asked if this policy would apply to broken electoral promises as well, because one could argue that that's an egregious form of electoral misinformation. For example, for years,
that's hilarious.
Fianna Fáil leader Micheál Martin said that the best interests of the Irish people are not served by a government made up of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael.
The best interests of the Irish people are not served by a government made up of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. We made this promise consistently in advance of the election that we would not go into government with Fine Gael, and remaining consistent and true to that commitment that we made.
That's a lie, though. They did, didn't they?
January 23rd, 2020, just 16 days before a general election, Martin insisted emphatically that he would not go into government with Fine Gael.
And so we will not be entering into a grand coalition. The people want change. It's very clear the message we're receiving.
Oh my God! I didn't even know this. Oh my God, this is just insane, guys. Bro, this country's... Bro, you want to talk about corruption, guys? You want to talk about corruption? Jesus. You have people coming here to this country saying that their countries are corrupt. Bro, you got the same thing here.
They want change in this country. They want Fine Gael out of office. I've made it very clear we want to go into government with other centre parties. But clearly the Labour and Green parties are the ones that we would be interested in going into government with. Obviously that is to be determined by the people and others as well. And that is our very clear position. That is our position. Fine Gael need to come out of government. They've been there too long. They haven't delivered on the key issues such as housing, health, and the impact of costs.
I agree, guys. And, you know, I have never voted in an election in my adult life. I'm 28 now. But if anyone was to ever vote, guys, I would 100%. And I'm not a conservative guy at all, guys. Let me just put that out there. But I would definitely be voting more conservative, because the housing situation is just not getting better in this country. It's just completely... It's actually gone 10 times worse. So you have to vote. You have to vote for somebody that's more conservative-leaning, business people, because the housing in Ireland, bro, anyone watching this under like 35 that's just working a regular 9-to-5 or a regular job, you're not gonna own a house, dude. Like, forget about me, bro. If I blow up on this YouTube thing, maybe, but apart from that, I knew straight away when I started working a 9-to-5, I was like, I might get a nice car, but you are not gonna have a nice house. Like, you're just not. It's just not gonna happen, guys. It's like a flippin' fraudulent thing that these people are telling us. This is unbelievable. Like, what the hell, man? This is crazy.
The cost of living on so many people.
And then after getting elected, what did he do?
The Fianna Fáil leader, Micheál Martin, has become the country's 15th Taoiseach, leading a coalition with Fine Gael and the Green Party into government.
And
what the hell, bro? This is a scam, bro. This is the most outrageous. He said that 2 weeks beforehand. Bro, this is blatant lies. People are lying to us, right to our face. Why don't people understand that? Oh my God, this is outrageous. I'm about to lose my stuff here. Ben is just the GOAT. He's just exposing these dudes. Oh man, come on.
Who knows how many people voted for Fianna Fáil on the basis of Martin's false promise?
I would say probably a lot.
Promise which barely survived 2 weeks and which was cast aside as soon as he had power. And yet, when I asked the Electoral Commission if broken promises like these constituted misinformation at election time, they refused to say, which I think says it all. While the organisation is officially independent of government, it is reporting directly to the Oireachtas, and a large number of its members are nominated by the government. One of the Commission's members is John Curran, who is a former government junior minister Minister who served as a Fianna Fáil TD as recently as 2020. Another is Professor Caroline Fennell, who's an academic that was recently appointed as the chair of the Independent Anti-Racism Committee, which delivered the government's National Action Plan Against Racism, including recommendations around hate speech laws. This newly created organisation has powers which will come into effect on a phased basis, and it will likely become a force in Irish politics in coming elections and referenda. You know, on the topic of misleading content, I previously interviewed Green Party Media Minister Catherine Martin on the government's strategy against misinformation.
Bro, who elects these people? Guys, if you elect these people, shame on you. Bro, these people, I would never go anywhere near electing these people. Oh my goodness, bro.
During which she repeatedly refused to say whether or not the strategy would target potential false statements by mainstream media outlets, for example, such as RTE.
That would kind of fall under the purview of fake news or misinformation, one would imagine. Would the government be going after, say, the Irish Times or RTE if they publish something false?
This working group is a direct result of a recommendation of the Future of Media Commission. So it's to look at countering misinformation that is damaging to Irish society and to democracy. There are keys.
Has any politician ever in the history of Irish history, you know, apart from like 1916 or something, have they ever answered a direct question? I'm a direct guy. Please have me on Gript, have me on RT, have me in one of these shows. I will absolutely tear through people. Guys, they're so... Bro, I can't even understand. They're so bad, man. There's no proper direct speakers. Just answer the question. She just gave another non-answer. I'm losing my brains. I can't even watch Gript anymore because every single time I watch these videos, it's just like, bro, it's like ridiculous.
Stakeholders involved, there'll be public consultation, but it's about looking at emerging threats when it comes to misinformation. It's a global issue. It's not just an Irish issue. It's looking at what exactly is misinformation, what is disinformation. It's looking at the application of the EU Code of Practice on Disinformation. It's looking at the application, an analysis of the Digital Services Act. So that's what this is. It's I suppose, a direct result of a recommendation.
But that would include the mainstream.
That just didn't even answer the question. We're asking, does that include RT News? If they spread misinformation, are they going to get reprimanded? That's what he's going to ask now as a follow-up question.
Media as well, that the government would put equal scrutiny on, put mainstream publications and broadcasters as they would on like individual citizens.
All news agencies will be consulted on this. That's part of the terms of reference of this working group.
Sure, but not.
What, dude? Is she dumb? We're asking, bro. It's not even. Oh my god, she said they'll be consulted. We're asking, will we be reprimanded, not consulted? We don't care about telling them about it. Consulted. We're saying, will you be reprimanded? Oh my, I'm about to lose my flipping nut on this one, guys.
Consulted, I mean, would the scrutiny be on them that if a mainstream publication publishes something that's false, that this misinformation strategy would be there to counteract that as well as, say, random people on Telegram groups?
This is about fact-checking and assisting in fact-checking, and so that is part of that.
I think that...
Oh my god. That was the... I actually can't listen to any politician. They're terrible spoken. They don't answer the questions. They almost seem like low IQ. Bro, I actually don't know what's going on, bro. This is scandalous.
Answer, or lack thereof, kind of says it all, doesn't it? Yeah. The reluctance to say whether or not this policy will impact on mainstream media kind of suggests that the purpose of this quote-unquote fact-checking is for little people like you and me. Yeah. The corporate media will be free to say whatever they like, true or untrue. Well,
of course.
The public will be put under the microscope to see if what they said is deemed acceptable by the state. Between this and hate speech laws, it's clear which way this country is going, and soon freedom of speech may be a thing of the past. Please like and share this video, and if you enjoyed it, please consider signing up for a monthly donation via the link on screen.
Yeah, he said it all, guys. Freedom of speech is done. So go over to Gript Media, sign up for membership over at Gript Media. Go send them a donation as well. Much love. Stay free, my beautiful Irish people. And that is a scam, guys. Everything you just heard there was just... Bro, my mind is just actually... That's too much, guys. It's too much, man. It's too much BS to sift through. I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next one, man. Peace.